My entire existence is on the basis of helping women win. Welcome to the Seven Figure Salon podcast with Rachel and Drew. I'm Rachel. Where the hell is Drew? Just kidding. Drew's in Mexico. I am joining him tomorrow, actually. And I was actually supposed to leave with him yesterday, but I ended up changing my flight because I had a really cool opportunity be presented to me to be a part of a TV show series. And so all day today, I have been at the salon since the butt crack of dawn, filming for a TV show. There's a TV show called Dining Divas. And so one of the producers, Adora, one of my really good friends, and so she invited me to be part of the show. And so I had a couple of our lead stylists, gave them that opportunity to come in and be able to do extensions and makeup and lashes and all the things on all these gorgeous influencers and be able to get them ready for love. So the whole series, basically the episode of the series, the theme is getting ready for love. So they've got like a whole weekend planned here in Houston. They're meeting with a matchmaker, something with like alpacas. They're like going to like a ranch. And anyway, lots of cool stuff. So that episode will premiere probably in about 6 to 9 months. And so it's going to be a while. But once it premieres, I'll be sure to drop the link in here for you guys. You can check it out and hear my story because they actually asked me to share some of my story, which is something that I don't share too often. So I did want to just kind of give you guys a life update. So the election happened just a few days ago. So hopefully if you're listening to this, you are hanging in there. I know that there has been quite a bit of division over the last several days. I've received some pretty mean, shitty messages from people who I have no relationship with at all. So just like, meh, delete. But, people can be pretty hateful. And, unfortunately, regardless of your reaction of are you happy, are you not, whatever, I do think that no matter what, we all have to coexist. We all have to live together and interact with one another. And I think that the more positive you are and the more optimistic you are, the better. And, being hateful and sending mean messages isn't a nice thing to do. So if you sent me a mean message, fuck you. So anyway, somebody was like, you hate women. And I'm like, actually, I don't. I love women. I love helping women win. So if anybody that knows me knows that my entire existence is on the basis of helping women win. So anyway, my point in bringing this up is you guys are going to have people that are going to talk shit. The more things that you're doing and the more things that you're a part of and the more eyeballs you have watching your moves, the more obviously blessings you're going to have as well, but you're also going to have some haters. So this episode, this podcast, I really wanted to encourage you guys to really stay focused and to really see the power of your own mindset. And I think that mindset, if I'm completely honest, I think mindset, like over the last several years specifically, in our industry anyway, I kind of would like roll my eyes and be like, oh my gosh, here we go. Another mindset lesson, another, mindset lesson from stage from so-and-so, And I will say, like, I do think, like, manifestation, cool. If that's, like, something that you believe in, awesome. However, I believe you have to work hard and you have to earn the things that you want. And there's no crystal, no mantra, no visualization that you're going to do that's going to just ding, and you're going to have what you want. So staying focused, keeping your mind right, being a glass full kind of girl, and not, the glass is half empty and things are bad and things are going to go bad. How on earth could anybody thrive with those thoughts? So I've certainly battled, self-doubt, and I've battled, challenges. I feel like in literally the last 7 or 8 years, I think I've faced more challenges than anyone I know. And a lot of those challenges could totally have wiped me off the map, taken me down, cost me money and time and energy, and honestly cost me my purpose. And I didn't allow those things to do that. I continually got up, brushed myself off, and I kept fucking going. So I want to encourage you, if you're in a position in time where things are hard, things are challenging. And I know a lot of people that have had a very, very hard year this year, us being one of them. We've had amazing things happen. We've also had a lot of challenges happen, okay? And I don't know a single person who is accomplishing really cool stuff that doesn't have challenges and obstacles thrown in their path all the time. The bigger the things you're doing, the bigger the obstacles, the bigger the bullshit, the bigger the bills, the bigger the issues, okay? So if you go into it knowing that, I'm sharing wisdom with you guys, if you go into it knowing that it's going to be hard, it's almost like telling yourself like this is going to be really, really hard, but I can do this. I think if you go into anything like with like kind of prefacing yourself and like kind of priming yourself for like what's to come, if it ends up being like less hard than what you tell yourself it's going to be, what do we then feel? Relief, right? It's like, oh man, I overcompensated there. Man, I really like pulled through for myself there. If you behind the chair are promising your client this amazing from dark to light transformation and you're over promising, you're going to under deliver. So why not go into a challenge or an expansion or something with the idea that, you know what, this is going to be hard. And tell your team that. Tell your team this is going to be challenging, but we can do it, and that's important to really know. And I've had lots and lots of conversations like that this year with my team specifically. Chrissy, Chloe, Hannah, Jamie, Lane. I have had lots of conversations with those people specifically. And the thing is when you are leading a team, it's important that you are open, honest, and transparent. And if you're going through a hard time, if things are challenging, you got your back against the wall, and it's like sometimes trying to do that by yourself without actually like being real and allowing other people to know like what that actually looks like. You can do what I've done a lot where you almost make it look too easy. And when it looks too easy, that's usually when there's a lot of judgment or misconceptions about you, or people leave, or people have like this vision of like, oh, well, this is what her day looks like. No, it's not what my day looks like at all. So the loyalty is like through the roof with my teams ever since I've been more transparent and open and honest about the challenges that we face on a literally daily basis, sometimes an hourly basis. And I think that that's helped a lot, because whenever I like would shield them from all those things, and the reason I did is because, again, I didn't want to feel like I was complaining. I didn't want them to think that I couldn't handle it, that I couldn't navigate it, that I was weak. Those are like the main things that I would think about. Like, oh, I can't cry in front of them. I can't get stressed in front of them. I can't do anything like this in front of them, was because I just didn't want to look like weak little bitch, honestly. And I realized over the last several years that it made everything look too easy. And when, let's say there's a low in business and everyone has no idea that low is happening, you know what I mean? It can feel extremely lonely. And it was honestly myself that was contributing to the feeling of being lonely, and owning a business is extremely lonely. It really is. Like, and I mean, just like God created man and woman, like, so that you didn't have to be like navigate life alone and do life alone. Same thing in business. Like, I believe that everybody should have a partner to do business with. Now, let me clarify. I am not a fan of business partners unless it's your spouse, okay? I don't like the whole business marriage situation. I've seen so many partnerships go south. I can't think of one partnership that I know of that is not a shit show, to be honest. So when you have that commitment to your business, right? Whether if you're a single member LLC, sole prop, incorporate, whatever you are, it's important that you have somebody that you can do business with, because that walk alone is very lonely. So that's why I believe, like, for Drew and myself, like, I'm so glad that we have each other. I really am, because business was really, really lonely. And I really felt like prior to Drew and I starting to work together back in 2021, that it was like he didn't quite understand what my day looked like, and I definitely didn't understand what his day looked like. And what ends up happening is the perspective is off. All right. So it might appear for, I mean, most of you guys listening to this are probably salon owners. You might be doing the hairs all day, and then you get off work, right? Which in our world means you're done with your last client, right? And then what do you have on your phone? You have like pages of text messages of people and things that you now have to deal with. I get it. I live that life. I still live that life sometimes. And, you know, if you're married to someone and they don't quite get it, they don't quite understand, like, yeah, I did the hairs all day, but now I have to put my owner hat on and I got to be an owner. I have to do payroll. I have to do inventory. I have to clean the freaking toilets. I have to clean the hair traps. I have to do all these things. What ends up happening is there's division that starts to happen. And that division is caused by resentment and in a feeling of someone not understanding you. Although you might be communicating and saying like, hey, I've been doing hair all day. I have things to do. I haven't been able to do my owner duties today, etc. Like this is exactly like the same picture my first marriage. This is the same freaking picture. And I see this everywhere. If you, like, I believe you're not meant to do business alone. And I think that whether it's a manager that you can like really pull in near to you and really like help mold them and guide them and give them so much opportunity and growth opportunity to really stay with you and grow with you and your company, or it's you and your spouse teaming up and being a freaking power couple like Drew and I, and like you've got your best friend by your side and like it doesn't matter what happens, like you guys can get shit done and you will pull together and not pull apart. Or if you join a community or you come to an event or you have a friend who's also a business owner and you've got like this other person that you can now talk to who really gets it. One of those three things needs to happen. Because if you're listening to this and you're feeling alone, you understand what I'm talking about. You've walked in those shoes, experienced all that shit. It's hard. So especially in the world that we're in now, community is everything. With the economy, everything. It's so important that you guys are tied to something bigger than yourself. You're connected to other local businesses. You're connected to an accountability partner. You're connected to a community. Those things are so, so important. And I will say that those things are really the reason why we continue to grow at the rate that we are, is because we're constantly connected to something else besides ourselves. We also have our faith. That's a huge bonus. But, you know, I feel like it doesn't matter what challenges come in our path, like, God's got us and he's gonna work things out. He's gonna give us opportunities for patience, you know. So one of the things that you know, with when we're in a challenge, you know, it's hard to see. It's almost like trying to drive in the rain and like your freaking windshield wipers are like old, not working properly. And what it can end up happening is things are blurry. It's like, you know, okay, I'm going straight. The street's kind of up here to the right. But like things are blurry and like it causes you to kind of slow down. It causes you, you know, to proceed with caution, and it's a little stressful. Well, if you have your faith and you know that, you know, yeah, it's blurry. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, my windshield wipers suck. Yeah, my passengers in the back seat are annoying the shit out of me. whatever the challenges might be or the dynamics might be. But I know that I will get to my destination right on time, right when I'm meant to be there. I will arrive safely. You know, like when you have a mindset that's a glass half full kind of mindset, and you know you have faith that things are going to work out, they have to. They're destined to. And you know, I see, especially as we're getting into the holidays, I see a little bit of a boost of mindset just because people are a little more chipper. You've got music playing. You've got pumpkin spice stuff. You know, we're about to roll out peppermint mochas and all the things. But you know, once those holidays come and go, you know, I want you guys to remember this episode. I want you to remember about the power of your mindset. And it doesn't matter if it's a asshole in your DMs talking shit, it's a stylist walking out, as someone quitting. You know, someone just doing the freaking bare minimum in your business, whatever it is. You've got an annoying landlord. Your bills just went up. Your insurance is up 29% right now, like mine is. Like, I just got that word today. That was great. You know, whatever it is, like, you guys, when you're up against a wall, you're going to figure it out. You know what I mean? And if you're sitting here and you're investing in yourself, in education, you're listening to this. This is free content, and you're investing in your mind right now, and you're listening to this, and you're consuming this content, and you're downloading all of this into your mind. Like, you will do well. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of encouragement, give you a little bit of a life update, let you know what's happening in our world. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.